Alright, we're back, and we're going, and life is good. So, let's heal up the party, because they're kind of hurt. And you have not been here in a while.
What do you mean by not been here in a while?
In this game. I have been playing a lot.
You've been playing a lot while we watch episodes of this and that. And
yeah.
You've been, grinding all the side quests and things that... Were any of them interesting, or was it just the typical fetch this, fetch that?
A lot of fetch this, a lot of fight that. Not exactly the most exciting. Jeez. Well, we might as well grab this.
So we were going to do Cyrus's second story, right?
I have to try this. That might
What?
be
You're
incredible.
doing more item management?
I'm sorry.
Why?
It's not item management. This is leveling. So give me a second. Jobs. So the hunter. Dancer. Yoink. That is a sultry outfit. I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but like, he's straight up just got like a sash over his like pecs, and that's about it.
Wait, is this Therian?
Yeah, this is Thief Therian.
Thief Dancer?
Yeah. Okay. Guess we should probably grab...
I thought you'd kept him a hunter for the amazing bow ability.
I had, and there's a very specific reason why I'm doing this. Second wind. I think that's the right one.
Well, we don't need
Support
two
skills.
dancers.
Is it second wind? Yes. Okay, recover a certain amount of SP per turn.
Can you turn the other screen off? I'm constantly seeing the cute Dead Cells animation.
Oh, that is a cute Dead Cells animation. I'm gonna hide it. I gotta keep it open in case, I'm sorry? Okay. There we go.
I'm just seeing too many GIFs, if you know what I mean.
I gotta keep it open in case, in case things change about my plans for today. Okay, so, jobs. Ulbrich as a dancer.
What? What? Why are you making everyone a dancer?
Everyone is a dancer now. Actually, you can only have one person be a secondary dancer, so Therian is just a thief. However, so the reason why I'm doing this is because...
Ulbrich as a dancer?
Why not?
Ah.
Let's see. Jobs. Cyrus. As a... You guessed it, dancer.
Are you just unlocking these so you can test them out? What are
No,
you doing?
there's a skill that you can get. Actually, I should probably give him the dark spells for... Oh, yes.
Wait,
First.
you
Just in
unlock
case.
the spells by activating the secondary class, but you don't actually need to be the secondary class to
Correct.
use them?
It's not the skills, it's the support skills that are the important ones.
So you're just unlocking extra skills. Technically, anyone can have spells from any class?
More or less, yes. So if we look at support skills, he's got 2 from Thief, 1 from Warrior, and 1 from Dancer. And we're going to do the exact same thing here. It's technically, he's got it set, so with each successful standard attack, you gain SP equal to 1% of the damage you deal. It's actually better to get second wind, because that happens regardless of whether or not you attack, so if you use an ability, or so on and so forth, you'll just get SP. So effectively, all of these characters will be... Oh, shoot. I probably don't use that as much. There we go. Okay, so every single one of these characters is going to be gaining SP at the end of every single one of their turns, which means much more sustainability. Next question is, what do I have her be? I guess I'll keep her as a dancer, just because the dark spells are helpful. He's cleric. He's... I've had him as a thief, but I don't know if I need him to be a thief anymore. Oh, I'll keep it for now. And hunter. Okay, equipment. So, last thing I need to do, just very quick, is toss the weapons back on.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we can proceed to the story.
Yes. Forbidden Dagger. Actually, probably makes the most amount of sense on him. Yeah. Kinda. Okay, Morningstar, and then Makeshift Knife for her to Doombreaker. That reminds me. I got a new spear. The Forbidden Spear. He's currently got the Scourge Lance on versus... Nope, that's straight up better. We'll make him really slow, though, when he uses it, but 320 physical attack. It's a good idea. Okay. I beat up this man so I could go into this house to talk to this lady to buy the spear. Which is part of the reason why Ulbricht's in the party right now.
Was he defending her or something?
Yeah, he was blocking the door and I beat the tar out of him.
That's likely his wife or something, or his mother.
Mother, I think. I didn't... Wait. Whatever. Okay. But yeah, so I'm keeping Ulbricht in the party because pretty much anytime we ever see anybody guarding a door, we need to beat the tar out of them and find out what's on the other side. Because usually it's like really rare weapons and armor and stuff.
Oh, so you talked to the Tavern Keep in order to...
Start the next quest,
Yep.
yes. What? Oh.
Singing girl? What about the singing girl?
No. He's just a regular NPC.
He's a patron.
This
Okay.
is the Tavern Keeper. Your tale. Cyrus. Hoping to solve the mysteries behind a certain ancient tome, you head to Quarry Crest. Here you seek out Odette, a former colleague who might be able to shed some light on the matter.
Odette. That just reminds me of the princess from Swan Lake. Should I read this?
Sure.
The story so far. Cyrus left the academy behind in search of the lost tome. From the far reaches of hell, its disappearance was a riddle, wrapped in a mystery. A riddle that piqued his scholarly curiosity. Even suffering the indignity of losing his post, it was a small price to pay for the opportunity of solving this fascinating puzzle. And so did Cyrus come to Quarry Crest to call upon an old colleague who just might have the answers he seeks.
So this is Quarry Crest. Well, it's hard to believe it's been 10 whole years since Odette left the academy. And her house was... Ah, that's right. She left directions in her letter. I should take another look.
I wonder what kind of voice I should give her. You have all the makings of a great scholar, Cyrus. But allow me to offer you a word of warning. For all your intellect, you've always been clumsy in matters of the heart. Like, we know that. We know that full well. He's been so oblivious to all the ladies fawning over him. Oh, for goodness sake. I know that your research is more important to you than anything. But you would do well to give some thought to how you treat the fair sex. You are more handsome than you give yourself credit for. If you are not careful, you might find your words and actions misconstrued by those around you. Man, he warned her about the whole princess and student thing a long time ago.
I should have known better than to read that again. The first time I read it, I nearly fell over laughing. Now it seems almost prophetic. To think I'd be banished from the academy because of a trumped-up scandal like that. I can just see Odette laughing at me the moment I mention it.
Now then.
There's no point worrying. I have to face her sooner or later, after all. I try to keep myself presentable, this is true. But is my face so truly easy on the eyes? Oh, woe is me, doomed to never realize the full depth of my good looks and charisma.
Pretty much the same thing. Oh no, he already has fangirls! They're laughing.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this horror of a plot.
Poor Cyrus.
Okay, it's not this house. Oh, all the way up top. I was like, wait a second. Which house am I supposed to go to here?
So he truly is just so distracted by his work that...
Yep. He has no idea that ladies are macking all over him.
Anyhow, here we are.
Yes, yes, I'll be right there.
It's been some time, Odette.
You're still here. I guess I'm not suffering from fatigue-induced hallucinations after all.
It's me, Odette, in the flesh. Good to see you as hale and hearty as ever.
And you're as insufferable as ever, no doubt. What are you waiting for? Come in already.
Don't mind if I do. How did I know that would be your reaction?
We were practically joined at the hip back in the day. Just watching you go about was fun in and of itself. I always had a hunch you'd end up in trouble with the ladies, but to think it would happen with the princess of all people. Somehow, you've managed to exceed even my wildest expectations.
By expelling me, they hope to protect Her Highness's good name. Needless to say, there's no truth in any of this.
Oh, of course, of course. I'm sure it's all as you say. Her Highness and this Teresa are just your pupils. They have no romantic interest in you in the slightest. You're something else, Cyrus. But it's a relief to find your powers of observation are as keen as ever.
Huh?
Well, did you come all this way just to entertain me? If so, congratulations on a job well done.
Save your congratulations for another time. I've come in search of a certain tome. Are you perchance familiar with From the Far Reaches of Hell?
A cheery title if I've ever heard one. I can tell you that it's a compendium of ancient rites and rituals. Not that I've read it myself, of course.
I know that much. I was hoping you could tell me more.
Not much more. It touches upon necromancy, I believe.
Necromancy?
Necromancy. That said, as to what extent, I know little.
Is that so?
Oh, is that so? I was sure that if anyone could enlighten me, it would be you.
Give me a break.
Is that supposed to be flattering? All right. Just give me some time.
As soon as I tackle the little pickle I'm dealing with at the moment, I'll do some investigating.
That was Odette.
Was that?
It was Odette.
It looked like it was pointed at him, though.
No, but it said Odette.
That's weird.
At the top.
Oh, no. See how there's this thing?
Yes, you
I
thought it
saw
was
that.
pointing
I'm
to
sorry.
him.
I'm sorry. You were going so slow, and I was like, oh, I guess it is pointing at him.
I was going to poke you. So she has a pickle.
Oh ho, a pickle you say? Consider my interest piqued. I always took you for the type who chewed up and spit out your problems before pickles they could become.
Again, I find your flattery lacking. Anyhow, since you're here, perhaps I can put you to use.
Just hiding things on my phone so I can make sure I get the proper notification.
As it happens, a number of people have gone missing of late.
Under suspicious circumstances, I presume.
Naturally.
Just so. Many quite literally seem to have been spirited away. One soul went to the neighborhood provisioner to buy some foodstuffs and never returned. Another turned a street corner, only to vanish entirely, leaving his friend who was strolling with him in disbelief. All told, 10 men and women have gone missing in such fashion in the past half year.
Most intriguing.
How curious indeed.
Don't look so disappointed, you nut job. So, how about it? Do you have any ideas?
It would be imprudent to jump to conclusions without conducting an investigation.
Great.
Great. Thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'll look into the tome while you're away.
As you wish.
A fair trade, I'd say. Though I dare say that having the opportunity to solve this peculiar puzzle is reward in itself.
I see.
It figures. Well, happy investigating. Do you think she has something to do with it and she's just hiding it?
I don't know. First, I should ask Odette where precisely the kidnappings have occurred. Scrutinize the townsfolk. Itchy ear. Hello.
Ouch, I was
Scrutinize.
hearing that in my headphones.
Sorry, that was me bumping my controller into my headphones. Anyway, let's see now.
Come to think of it, the 3 people who went missing were all last seen near the inn. It could well be a coincidence. Oh, she's 40.
Most intriguing.
Wait, how old is Cyrus then? Do they have ages?
He's not 40.
Nah, he most definitely looks like he could be like 30-something.
Maybe? I don't know, actually. And she's
Late
like...
20s?
She's 18. Ulbrich is...
He's definitely
40s,
probably nearly
50s.
40.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something.
Alright, so... Got 2 more
have to
people
go
to
to the
talk
inn?
to. Yep.
You might want to talk with other townsfolk. They might have.
I've already
information,
talked
too.
to most of them. They don't have anything to say.
Oh, so it's the green.
Yeah, it's only the green people that matter. A system of underground canals runs throughout this town. I don't think anyone's ventured down there in quite some time, though. Sewers.
Most intriguing, yeah.
Entrance to the sewers beneath the inn, and, I've seen it happen, both in the dead of night and broad daylight. Someone's walking by the inn, then they turned the corner up ahead, and when I followed, they were gone. Vanished into thin air. Broad daylight and dead of the night.
Now then.
And with that, I do believe I have all the knowledge I need to crack the case. Near the inn. Every victim was in the general vicinity of the inn when they disappeared.
For goodness sake.
We can say with absolute certainty that they did not vanish into thin air, or some other nonsense. all hours of the day. As such, it stands to reason they were kidnapped.
For evil necromancy. That's my guess. Or demonic rituals.
And that the kidnapper made use of a hidden path or passage to evade the public eye.
The sewers.
The entrance to the sewers would seem to make for an ideal escape route. Yes, doubtless, the culprit stole underground to spirit his victims away.
Why has no one followed? Or, like, mounted a force to combat this?
Because everyone in this universe is dumb.
Why aren't they avoiding the inn?
Everyone is stupid. I do believe I should have a look down there for myself. Oh.
Whoa?
Professor?
Hello? Professor!
Ah, hello, Tressa. Why are you shouting?
I was trying to offer you some sweets, but you weren't answering me.
Oh, I do apologize. Once I get to thinking about a thing, I often become lost to the world. There was a time when I was so engrossed in a book, I failed to notice that my neighbor's house was on fire.
What? Wow. Being able to concentrate like that must be super handy as a scholar. But it's probably best to be a little more attentive, especially when on the road like we are. You never know what's waiting around the next corner.
Quite true, Tressa, quite true. I shall endeavor to be more vigilant. She praises my focus, but it's nothing compared to hers when she's in the midst of a business negotiation. We cave.
The sewers. Yeah, I like the water.
Yeah. Here we are.
You know what's sad? The sewers look nicer than the town.
Yeah. From the looks of it, these aqueducts predate the founding of the village itself. There is a good chance many of the villagers are unaware of their existence. This calls for a thorough investigation.
See, ancient civilization had awesome masonry skills.
But I must be wary. For all I know, the culprit could be lurking in the shadows as I speak. I will proceed with caution. After all, it simply wouldn't do if I became our villain's latest victim.
The music here is nice.
It is good. The soundtrack for this game is real nice. Oh.
Interesting.
And it looks like someone's been coming in and out of these sewers. As we suspected. Muddy footprints on the floor and handprints on the wall. Recent too, mud's still wet. I see, that is very useful information. I must say, you have a keen eye to spot such subtle signs. That's just experience. Albeit experience I never thought it would be useful to you. Your experience is the result of careful study, and it gives you valuable skills, you see. Oh, but we don't have time for discussion now. However, interesting. Perhaps I'll share my insights later. Don't worry about it. Your lectures give me a headache. Too honest? A little, yes. I do like the banter. It is a shame that this didn't go the route of like Final Fantasy VI, where the characters are constantly interacting with each other and the plots are like actually interconnected.
Yeah.
I would love to see an Octopath Traveler follow-up, you know, game in the same style, but with a more traditional JRPG plot. Or maybe not traditional JRPG plot, but structure. Just because, like, I would love to see them interact more.
It's more of those weird elemental wisp things,
Yeah.
and then a giant salamander
Yep.
with a massive mouth.
And this...
The dagger dances.
Huh. They do have unique lines for every ability in the game. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, that's okay. Thief skills... Steal SP.
Do you have anyone that does thunder damage?
Yes. I've got a character that does thunder.
Is that thunder and ice, or is that thunder and something else?
Thunder and light. Actually.
Light. Oh.
Logical course of
So
action.
he has lightning blast,
Nothing will quiet the storm.
which hits twice. Oh, and he gets 16 SP back per turn now. Oh, see, that's why I did the management earlier.
The winds of fortune are howling.
Because now everybody just gets SP back based on their
Battle is truly joy.
based on. Let's just hit them
I
with
will
a.
cut you down.
Yeah, it doesn't do that much. Everyone gets SP back based on their maximum amount, which more or less means I can just keep spamming abilities nonstop and pretty much won't cost me a thing. See, I think these. Oh yeah, these things are near death.
Woohoo!
Don't start things you can't finish.
But yeah, so we effectively have infinite SP as long as this team comp. Well, we pretty much just have infinite SP. Period.